Hello and welcome to this week's Talking Film. I'm Daniel, the host, and we have Nick joining in.
Hi.
Awesome. Okay, well, we might as well get started on the news. Okay, box office. At number 5 was Kingsman: The Secret Service at $4.6 million. At number 4 was The Gunman at $5 million. At number 3 was Run All Night at $5.12 million. At number 2 was Cinderella at $34.5 million. And at number 1, the Divergent series Insurgent at $54 million. Nick, does anything surprise you?
Do you know what? I don't care about Insurgent. I'm sorry. I really... It does not interest me at all. Just seems like a cash-in. I don't know if books might have been good, but the movies are just designed just to imitate the Hunger Games, basically. And I don't think the first one... You saw the first one, didn't you?
Nope, I haven't seen it.
No? Okay. So neither of us have seen the first one, nor do I plan to see the second one. Young adult franchises were good until Twilight came along, and then everybody decided that it'd be just a great idea to just make the same story over and over again with different characters and different settings. Like, well, instead of vampires in the modern day, we'll have, like, I don't know, military training in the future, in the rundown dystopian future. It's just the same stuff. That's cynical. God, every week I say something so cynical. It's like a quote for me. But it's pretty hard not to be cynical about Hollywood at the moment. This is just one thing that I just cannot get on board with. I like the Hunger Games. I think they've done a great job with the Hunger Games. But even Maze Runner, like Maze Runner was a decent movie. I didn't mind it, but it was not made because someone got the book and went, oh my god, this should be a movie. They went, oh, we need a movie that's based on a young adult book franchise. What we haven't mind yet? Oh, look, this book, Maze Runner. Let's do that. They were looking for a movie before they found the book. Yeah, well, I don't like this trend, and especially the splitting of the final movie into 2 chapters. And even with the Hunger Games, I did not like that idea.
Well, the trend sort of dies out anyway. Not many even succeed. So the Maze Runner and Insurgent are like these little hits that succeeded.
Yeah, a lot of other ones, but you've got Beautiful Creatures was one, wasn't it? And The Host, they both bombed.
Yep. And don't forget Vampire Academy and Moral Instruments.
Moral Instruments, that was actually quite surprising. They're not making a sequel to that, are they?
No. It was decent.
Okay. That had a very big following, so I'm surprised that that didn't make as much money. But they all seem to give off a similar vibe to me. Maybe I'm just not a fan of the genre, but yeah, they give off a very similar vibe. And if you're into that, then good on you. But I'm not one of those people. So I'm not surprised at Insurgent's box office gross this year because it's about on par with the first one, and I don't think that it...
Yeah, I'm surprised that it was on par with the first one.
Sorry?
I was surprised that it was actually on par. I thought it was going to get about 40 million this weekend.
Yeah, well, I thought the marketing effort made... Well, then again, some people probably saw the first one and thought, well, it can't be any worse than the first one. Second one must be better. I don't know.
It'll be
It was very Hunger Games-esque in its marketing campaign. This one seemed to be a little bit divergent from the marketing material of the first one. Pun very much intended. Anyway, so I think that it probably made more money based on the fact that people thought it would be different from the first one and it would be different from the Hunger Games. But that's what it is.
Hey?
What did you think about Insurgent?
Well, like I said, I was surprised. I thought it was going to get about 40 million. Didn't thought people really cared about Divergent. Because I just remember Divergent like sort of fell pretty like I think it dropped like what 60% or something in the second weekend. So I don't know. I just thought that I don't know the fan base would just I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see how part one does next year.
Yeah.
There'll be a drop like Hunger Games.
Why split that? It's going to not make much money. Why split it? They should just do the whole book in one film so that they don't lose any money.
Isn't there 4 books?
Is there? I have no idea.
I don't know.
If they're splitting the final one up, like every other adult franchise there is, then the first one might bomb, and they won't want to release the second one because they'll lose money on the second part, and then we'll have an unfinished franchise with half a book filmed.
They won't do that because they would have already filmed the second part. So
yeah, but think about how much they'd regret that decision when they could have just released the whole film in one, made the same earnings as the first part, and not lost any money.
Okay, all right. The Gunman is another flop for this year.
Another flop.
Where we have one success, you have another flop in the same weekend.
Actually, where we have one success, we have like 5 flops. This seems to be the 2015 rulebook so far, but it is just March still. As I think I said it last week, February and March always seem to be filled with flops. All the flops seem to be like accumulated around the same time of the year, straight after Oscars and right before blockbusters. So you've got the awards season and you've got the summer season, the blockbuster season, and it seems that they're like in the middle of that, and so they flop because no one cares. Yeah. The only exceptions are ones like Cinderella and Kingsman that break out and become successes in the midst of all these flops.
Yeah, definitely. This year you have to at least, I don't know, you have to, just from the marketing, you have to make a movie seem at least interesting.
Yeah, well, obviously that seems like marketing 101. Make your product seem interesting or useful. That's probably the thing they say first class of marketing degrees.
Yeah, and you have this year you have to like it can't be like a generic trailer. You have to pretty much stand out from the rest.
Yeah, the trailers actually have to be good now, not just the product they're advertising, not just the film they're advertising. The trailers have to be shot well. There's like a whole award. There should be awards. There probably are awards for the best trailers of the year.
I think that
the way they're cut together and stuff. Music that accompanies them. The voiceover in a world where there are no humans and only dinosaurs. No. Okay. So that might be Jurassic World 2. Hire me, Universal.
I don't think Universal's watching.
Oh, well, you never know. You never know. I'll be your voiceover guy for the Jurassic World sequel trailer. Call me.
Or you can be Chris Pratt's son if he has a son in this one.
I could probably pass as that.
Okay, moving
on.
Moving on. The first trailer was revealed for Mission Impossible 5, with the title also announced as Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Nick, I know you haven't seen the trailer. I don't know what you think of the title, at least.
Well, I've seen the poster as well. That's something. But yeah, this only broke this morning, or overnight. So this is really, really fresh off the presses. Anyway, so this is our top story, which is hilarious because it's only just broken overnight.
It says something about this week.
Yeah, but I'm glad it's here because it gives us something meaty to talk about. So Rogue Nation. It's an interesting title. It doesn't quite gel with me like Ghost Protocol does. It doesn't quite sound as
I wonder if Paramount saw, like, since Bad Robots with the Star Wars new films, I wonder if they saw, oh look, Star Wars is called Rogue One, the spin-off. We'll also put Rogue in our title as well.
They just decided last week it's going to be Rogue Nation. No, I like the title. I think it might. It seems to send a different kind of vibe than the previous entries. So I feel like this might take the story in a new direction, hopefully. And it just sounds so sounds exotic. I think, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sounds like.
What country are they filming this in?
I have no idea, but in probably multiple countries. We can't. You could speculate, like we did with Rogue One. We could speculate with Rogue Nation what that means for the actual plot of the movie. What does it mean? Like, does it mean there's going to be America just losing its marbles and going rogue and just like casting out all the spies? Or didn't they do that already? I think they did that already. Maybe a different nation then. Maybe it's terrorism. Maybe there's a nation that's decided to terrorize the rest of the world, and like they've just gone rogue, and it's up to Ethan Hunt to quell this unstoppable threat.
Maybe, probably.
Maybe. I'm probably completely wrong on both counts. But anyway, your thoughts?
Well, I've seen the trailer, and when I first saw it, I thought it was. When I first saw it, I thought it was the actual trailer. So I was like, "Why is it a bit short? Just over a minute." But it was if this is the teaser now for the actual trailer for tomorrow. The teaser is actually not that bad. It shows off most of the action in the film. It shows off the Tom Cruise on outside of a plane holding up.
Not a teaser. That's what a trailer is supposed to do. This is a good opportunity. This is a good opportunity for me to rant about the trailers for trailers trend that's going on right now. It's a good opportunity for me to.
Well, at least this one's not like 15 seconds.
Everybody
at least this is like a minute. But this could be disguised as a trailer, though. Just saying.
Maybe, but if you read the comment sections for Collider or Cinema Blend or IGN or whatever, where they report the news, then they say, "Oh, there's a trailer for a trailer here for the Guardians of the Galaxy. We've had enough of these trailers." It's the first comment with the most votes. Nobody listens to the public. The public hates these.
Yeah.
We only need one trailer.
Just release the trailer.
We need 3 trailers before a movie comes out. 3 trailers, right? The first trailer, that's as good as like the Avengers Age of Ultron trailer. That was the first trailer that came out in October. Then we had another one about December, was it? January?
I don't know. I didn't watch any of these.
January. And then we just had another one just recently. So that was 3. And I don't think we'll get another one before April 23rd. So we only need those 3. We don't need a teaser trailer for the first trailer 1, and then a teaser trailer for trailer 2, and then teaser for teaser trailer teaser thing 3. You know.
I don't even know. I don't even like. They've got. Why did they? If this was a teaser, why did they release it if they're going to release the actual trailer tomorrow, which is probably like maybe another extra minute long?
No idea.
I don't understand. I have no idea.
I know, right? I know. One day. People can't wait. It's like the attention spans are so short these days that we can't even wait an extra day for a trailer. It's like we wait a whole, I don't know, what has it been?
Usually a day.
10 years. We wait 10 years for a sequel to Star Wars. No, wait, for a sequel, we wait like 30, and we end up... We can't wait a single day for a trailer.
Glad there was no teaser for the teaser of Star Wars. Glad they just released the teaser trailer for that one.
Yeah, see, they did it right. They released a proper trailer that got everybody hyped up with the first thing. And people want... Because this does not satisfy people's desire. A tiny little teaser trailer does not satisfy people's thirst for information about this hyped up movie, right? A full trailer does. A full trailer does. It quenches that thirst, and basically what they're doing is spoiling the trailer so that actual full trailer does not quench our thirst for more information.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. I hate the little teasers for the actual trailer. Although the only one I seemed to like was the first Ant-Man one. It was just like the Ant trailer. I thought that was at least clever enough.
I don't think I even watched that. I'm so against these teasers trailers that I don't watch those. I just watched the first trailer.
Well, you couldn't even see anything anyway because it was that small. Because it was like ant size. I thought that was at least clever enough instead of just putting the actual teaser on.
Okay.
So. Okay, well, moving on to the next one, I guess. The trailer for Adam Sandler's new movie Pixels was released. Yes, another trailer.
I did watch this trailer. I saw this trailer. Adam Sandler.
You hate it? You're just like meh, or?
I was thinking maybe this would be different than all the other stuff that Adam Sandler's done. I thought maybe this sounds like it's got an interesting premise. It sounds like it's
and a good direction for it as well.
Sounds like it could be hilarious. Could still be hilarious.
Yeah.
The trailer did not inspire confidence. The trailer, yeah, it just was too ridiculous. And comedy these days seems to have an over-reliance on dragging out jokes. And I feel like sometimes they drag out jokes too long and they drag out jokes that don't work. So the joke at the end of the trailer, spoiler warning if you haven't seen the trailer, the joke at the end of the trailer where the creator of Pac-Man...
I'm putting spoilers on trailers now?
Well, you never know. Anyway, the creator of Pac-Man goes up to Pac-Man creation by the aliens to say... to try and calm him down. He's like, Pac-Man's not evil, Pac-Man's good. And he puts his hand in Pac-Man's mouth, and Pac-Man basically eats him. But it's just not funny. It's funnier when I just recounted it than when they actually put it on the screen. Some things sound funnier than they actually are when you watch them.
Yeah, definitely.
I've lost your video.
I did it on purpose.
Oh. Anyway.
Well, I think the joke at the end wasn't that good. Like, it looked alright. The visuals looked actually really well done, actually. The visual effects looks incredible.
Well, the visual effects look good, but visual effects don't make a good movie.
Yeah, I know, but look, more effort was on the visual effects than I think the writing for the film.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I don't think that trailer made me laugh very much. Really. And Adam Sandler didn't do anything that made me think, oh my gosh, Adam Sandler is actually going to be funny in this movie. That's what I want. And the fact Peter Dinklage is in this movie, it's such a weird cast. Like, I'm not sure what to expect or what I'm supposed to.
I feel like
Peter Dinklage
might be the one that surprises the most.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm hoping this wins Best Picture next year. But anyway, I am not confident on that one right now. But if it changes my mind, if I don't know, reviews are good, next year is better, I might see it.
Good. If Nintendo was willing to put Donkey Kong in it, they know about the Super Mario Brothers movie. Obviously, they must know this must be at least decent.
Nintendo makes a lot of weird decisions lately. Anyway, next story. I don't really have much else to say on that one.
Well, Disney Loves March as the live-action remake Beauty and the Beast will be released on March 17th, 2017. Disney also announced two... Yeah, they released dates. Awesome. Disney also released two newcomers to the cast, being Emma Thompson and Kevin Kline, while confirming Dan Stevens to play the Beast and Luke Evans as Gaston.
Is 2017 actually going to come? Is it actually going to... That's like the future. Yeah. That's
2017.
2 years away. Wow. I remember thinking when they announced release dates for 2012, and I was thinking, whoa, that's so far away in the future. 3 years ago. Anyway,
Well, they're getting more ridiculous now. We've got dates up to 2020.
yes, we've got dates. We've got release dates for films coming out in 2020. People, we do. This is a fact.
Mainly DC, but
Just DC. I think there's only one film or something that's released that's got a release date for that year. But anyway, wow, things just happen so fast, don't they? It's like, oh, we're thinking about Beauty and the Beast remake. Oh, we're gonna cast this person. Oh, we're gonna give it this release date. It just happens so fast, and it's like,
I'm
I was talking about
surprised.
Dumbo last week, but they're doing Beauty and the Beast this week.
I'm surprised by the date actually of Beauty and the Beast. I thought this was going to come
March
next year at least, because
next
they
year?
announced they announced Emma Watson last month, and that got a lot of hype. And then they started announcing, some rumors going around that they're like Dan Stevens was in talks to play the Beast and stuff like that. And now they've actually confirmed some of this cast. Surely, like the film's obviously going to be filmed at the end of this year. I just thought it was going to come out maybe holiday next year or something, but
Well, I am going to say that it's going to be delayed until the June of 2222, and no, it will be delayed though. I think it'll come out in June. I think it'll be delayed till June or July.
really, I don't. This will not be delayed.
I think it will. I'll take a bet. I'll take a bet. It'll be delayed.
Considering the money they're making of March, just Cinderella alone, I don't think there's anything in March to compete against. Beauty and the Beast.
2017. Anything could happen.
Yeah, no, but right now they've got zero competition on that date. So why delay to June? They've got Toy Story 4, Star Wars, and Guardians of the Galaxy 2. That is too much competition right there for Disney alone.
Okay. All right. Well, not June then. Maybe July. I'm sure it will be delayed. Not because it's a bad release date, because it won't be ready. The film won't be ready by March.
They've got all this year. Even if they push the filming back to early next year, they've still got a year until the release of the film.
No.
They've got plenty of time.
No, you wait and see.
If anything, it could be pushed forward.
Anyway, I think they should just stop this trend of making every single film in the animated catalog a live action movie. But anyway,
See, I would say that. I would say that because I haven't liked any of them. But
did you see Cinderella yet?
No, it hasn't come out yet.
Oh, I keep forgetting because it's out. It seems like it's been out in America for like 4 months.
But with Cinderella getting some great reviews, I'm a little. I have confidence with Emma Watson as Belle. I have confidence this movie will probably be like Cinderella.
Beauty and the Beast is one of the few Disney classic animated films of the Disney Renaissance or whatever they called it. The 90s Disney catalog that I haven't seen. It's one of the few I haven't seen. I've seen The Lion King, obviously. I've seen Tarzan. I've seen Mulan. I've seen.
Same. I haven't seen Beauty and the Beast either.
I've even seen The Little Mermaid, which is the one they normally say it starts with. But I haven't seen The Beauty and the Beast, which is interesting because it's the one that got nominated for Best Picture.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to be the best. Everybody says it's the best of of Disney's animation catalog. So maybe, but before I've got till March 2017 to watch it, and then I'll be prepared for the live action remake. All good.
Well, I'd probably watch the live action first, and then maybe animated. Although maybe animated first, just because that film is supposed to be that.
Animated. You want to go in. You want to go in with the high bar. You don't want to set a low bar for this movie. It either tops the animated one, or equals the animated one, or it fails.
Okay. Well, we'll have to wait till 2017. God, we do a lot of speculating on the show.
We do. Well, that's all we got to do.
The next news of Joseph Gordon-Levitt will lead the new Fraggle Rock movie. At one stage, this was the biggest news of the week.
Wow.
What do you think of this, Nick? Have you seen Fraggle Rock?
I was about to say, wow, you're really scraping the bottom of the barrel for this one, but if this was going to be the top story. I don't know. I've never even. I barely rings a bell. What is Fraggle Rock? Explain to me what Fraggle Rock is.
I,
Not really any idea.
even I wouldn't be able to say that to you. No, it's a musical. They got music in it, so I'm thinking that it's like the Muppets,
Yes.
but prehistoric Muppets.
What year is this coming out?
Don't know yet.
Okay, great. We're speculating again then.
This has been in development for a while, but this is the first time we've got an actual cast member attached to the film, so it might be 2017. Let's say that.
I have no comment. I cannot even think of something clever to say.
Okay.
All right. When we get more information on this movie, I will give my assessment.
Okay. Okay, and the last one. This is not really movie news because we've ran out, but should movies have a worldwide release date instead of a national release date?
This is good. This is good. This is not speculating. This is actually a debate topic. So this is not news, but it's definitely a hot topic at the moment. I've heard a few people ask this question lately. It'll never happen. Even if it should happen, it'll never happen. Because studios have one thing on their mind first and foremost. If they can't have creative control over a film, they want financial control over that film. So they want to be able to make as much money as they can off this film. If they put all the even if they were to put all the creativity in the director's hands and the crew's hands, and the studio and producer would just step away, they'd still want that control over when it comes out, where it comes out, how many theaters it debuts in, whether it's in IMAX, whether it's in 3D. They want to make those decisions, the money decisions, and that's why we'll never get worldwide release dates. Because if I don't know, the Lego Movie were to release in February, for instance, last year, worldwide, which was in Australia, that's pretty much the middle of the school term. It would not have made as much money here as it ended up doing right at the beginning of April. So
yeah, I'm surprised that Warner Brothers released the Lego Movie here in April for us, considering most of the animation was done.
Released it earlier.
Yeah, considering most of the animation was done in Australia, I thought they would have pushed it like 2 weeks into just the end of the January holidays. Because they did that.
2 weeks. They did that with January holidays. Yeah, there was a bit of competition. There's always competition. Think what big animated movie was out?
Yeah, but no one thought that movie was going to be big. Frozen. No one thought that movie was going to be like the biggest thing for animation.
What was it? It definitely was. April had very little competition. It had Mr. Peabody and Sherman, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But that was about it. The adults went and saw Captain America, but kids would have preferred Lego Movie. So it was not that much competition for the Lego Movie in April last year.
There was nothing. But still, two animated films could compete against each other.
Yeah, I know, but no one was interested in Peabody and Sherman, really.
Sadly.
Sadly for DreamWorks. Anyway, so
I was only saying that because like a couple of years before that, they released Journey 2 here 3 weeks before America, and actually performed really well here for mid-January holidays. It came out in February in America.
Well, that's great, but it didn't have Frozen to compete with either.
Yeah, that's true. Nothing to compete against, except for Wreck-It Ralph. I think that was.
Competition is very important. That's why studios release dates before they even name the movies that are on these release dates, is because they want the other studios to know. It's not for us. It's for the other studios. They want the other studios to know that this is booked for Disney. You don't want to go up against a Disney film, so don't put your film on this release date.
And speaking of release dates, we've got in Australia at least, we've got 2 blockbuster films opening the same day. Mission Impossible 5 and Fantastic Four are going ahead on the same day for us.
Now tell me, which one do you think of those is the bigger blockbuster?
Mission Impossible.
Oh, of course, because that's got a big number on the side of it.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't anymore, but it did. It's called Rogue Nation now.
Well, it's only reason I say Mission Impossible is just because that brand is after Ghost Protocol, that brand
It's
is
not a brand.
like hot right
Fantastic
now.
Four is basically forgotten. Fantastic Four is basically forgotten by the general public.
Hmm.
So it will be interesting. I can see Fantastic Four being a possible bomb internationally and even domestically. I can see it making maybe 300 million worldwide. I don't know what they expect, but I'm imagining 300 million worldwide doesn't quite qualify it for a blockbuster. But it wants to be. It wants to be one. I just don't think it'll
300
make it.
million wouldn't be too bad. Captain America, the first one, had 300 million worldwide.
Yeah, 300 million would probably be a great result for Fox if they got that. But I can see
And
it making it.
and if it's a great movie and it made 300 million,
Right?
it
If it's great,
it could.
it could make it. It could be.
Yeah, the sequel could expand. Like, X-Men First Class got 300 million. About I think it was like 330 million or something, and Fox was pretty happy with that to do a sequel for that. So,
Yeah.
but talking about the worldwide release dates, yes, they technically do a couple here. Like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was worldwide.
Yeah.
Harry Potter, the last one, was pretty much worldwide. They do occasionally.
The third Hunger Games was quite worldwide, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they've all been worldwide. Oh,
Yeah,
except
they've been very close together anyway.
Except for China and Japan and stuff like that.
And the Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron have been quite close. America actually is always the one that gets the short straw when we get the main Marvel movies, but yeah. Pixar had been good for a few years now, and then they decided to do the Good Dinosaur delay. Yeah.
Not because of Star Wars. If it wasn't for Star Wars, we would be getting it on Boxing Day.
Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much. We probably should have talked about that instead of Fraggle Rock. We could have gone another 5 minutes. Worldwide release dates won't happen regularly. They won't be a mandate for studios, just because it's a financial liability to do that.
Should we take out about privacy issues with movies as well?
A worldwide release date would definitely benefit piracy, benefit against the fight against piracy. So in that regard, studios might see it as a good thing, but I don't think piracy actually hinders a movie's gross as much as releasing it in the middle of a school term would. Actually, there's been some things written and said about piracy, and it actually sometimes increases sales for other movies. Like it can increase word of mouth. It can increase internet conversation. It can it can just sometimes it's good. Piracy is good for a movie, actually. But that's a whole other discussion for a different day, because we are out of time.
Sad. Okay, well that's it for this week. Hope everyone enjoyed watching the catch up, and thanks to all of our new filmaholics that recently have joined up on our page. We'll probably a lot, tons.
We appreciate your support. Thank you. Welcome all new people.
Yeah, thanks for all the new people who have joined up. If you want to see movie news, reviews, and other stuff, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/everythingfilm. And that's all, I guess. Until next week. Bye bye.
Until next week.